All right, guys. Hello and welcome back. We are back from our break, and we are ready to get into the second part of this session to give you a quick recap of what has happened so far. The adventurers were hired to investigate some odd occurrences at one of the local train stations in Fairhaven, where there were disappearing and also extra train cars, shipments, that kept happening, and the train people didn't really know what was going on. They found a set of 4 kobolds pretending to be a dragonborn in a large trench coat. They moved through the train yards, fought some skeletons, fought some zombies. A little Scooby-Doo-esque, if I do say so myself. Then, as they wrapped up their combat, they got hit by a particularly icy spell, but they could not find whoever had cast said spell. Then they moved into the train warehouse, investigated that a little bit more, didn't find anything on the first floor, determined there was a second warehouse underground, which had been mentioned previously, and they had heard somebody going downstairs. They found a secret compartment in one of the underground desks, underground office spaces, I should say, and then they saw an NPC they were trying to track down, one of the railroad people, talking with a man in a green cloak with, I don't know, some also very suspicious behavior, I'd guess. Now, the railroad guy has hidden himself in the underground warehouse, and the man in the green cloak is now approaching the party, or moving towards their direction. So, with that, party members, what are you gonna do?
I thought they were running. Were they running both, but like 2 separate ways?
They're running 2 separate ways.
I quickly say I can go catch the one who's running away.
I'll come with you. You two stay here and deal with this one.
If you need help, scream.
Sure.
All right, we going.
The tiger's quick. Okay,
Sure.
Never mind.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, Zaz and Corvina, I guess, are gonna dart after the one who's running away.
Yes.
Okay.
Seems like he's gonna have an aneurysm. Are you okay, hon?
At least we split it 1 cleric per group. You know,
Yes.
Yeah, it's even.
As they separate, or Spear's gonna kind of okay. She's going to zip up the pocket that she just put the folder in, and she's going to cast protection from evil on Balin.
Oh, thanks. What did I do?
Nice.
Fiends, undead. Okay, so it's good and evil. So aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiend, and undead have disadvantage against you, and you cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you have advantage on undead.
Give you a mental picture of what's going on. You guys are down here in the office space. Green cloak guy is running towards you, and then the other guy is running that way.
All right.
Okay.
So I get out of the offices and I climb the carts, and try.
Okay, make me an athletics check to climb.
Do they still have guidance? No, right?
No, you
Probably.
should. Well, yeah, no, and then it would have passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, I'll see you. I mean, if I can, I'll see you trying to run up, and I'll just give you a little boost. And as I'm trying to give you a boost, I'll cast guidance.
And if it has been a minute, your resistance has also worn off.
Yeah. All right. Please. Okay. Give me a hot second. So athletics. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's in total 12.
Okay. So you managed to get up about halfway. You still have a grip, but it's a longer enough beat, and it takes you longer than expected to get on top of the train car. So I'm gonna let Zazriel. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Zazriel went with you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Zazriel, make a move, and then
Uh,
we'll see what happens.
Okay. If I dash toward like you said, it's the end of the boxes or whatever.
End of the train cars.
Yeah, end of the train cars. If I run up there,
Mhm.
if I turn the corner, do I see him?
No, if you turn the corner, you do not see him.
Hmm. All right, I'll try getting up there as well on the boxes.
Okay.
So
Are
athletics.
you gonna try to get on top of the train cars or
Train
on top
cars.
of? Okay, cool,
I guess. Yeah.
nice. All right. So yeah, make an athletics check.
Okay. 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 We can work with that. That is 16.
Nice. Okay. With that, you are able to get on top of the train car,
Okay.
but your movement, I'm gonna say, is, you can move like about 5-10 feet up the train car, but
Sure. I'll
at
move.
this end,
I'll move that then.
okay. So yeah, you move up a little bit, but you still can't see anybody, unfortunately.
Damn.
Running down either aisle, you can't see anybody. Next, also, I didn't say this before, but this space it's a very big underground space. There are at least 3, well, the one rail or set of cars that Zazriel and Corvina are going with. There's 3 train cars parked next to each other, back to back, basically, like lined up, like on a rail. There's one train, or yeah, there's oh my gosh, there's 3 lines. The middle line has 2 trains and an empty space towards the back of the room. Then there's another set of 3 train cars after that. And for mechanics, off to the side, there's a space for maybe 1 train. It looks like you can tell there's a space of guided stones. It's more for flavor and mechanics of this setting, but that's what you see. That's what's going on. As far as the other group, what do you guys do?
Realizing that resistance has ended, I'm gonna cast it on Oraspira instead. Just kind of like she gives me like the thing of like protection from evil. I'm like I don't
like
have
trading.
any here, I guess.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Okay.
There's theoretically someone moving towards us, but we don't just have an angle to look at, right?
So you're out in like the front middle of the offices. Yeah, you don't have an angle to look at the guy moving towards you. If you move over a little bit, you'll be able to see him. But he was not running towards you. He was walking calmly towards you. From what you saw in the window.
All right.
Or through the window. So.
Well, whatever works for you.
We all
Sorry,
just turned to
real quick, we all turn to Skype logo.
Oh.
On the stream?
Yeah,
Yep.
on the stream.
Lou. Why
Oh,
you do this to
no.
us?
How?
I wonder why did it do it to everybody though?
We are hashtag not sponsored by Skype.
Yep. Unless. Mm-hmm.
Breaks the filters.
Oh, we're back. It's only now Corvina. Now only Corvina's. Oh, okay. That's.
All right, everybody, thank you for your patience. We just
Yes,
had
thank you.
some
Yeah. Arcana's
Start-
chewing on the wires.
Dang, Arcana. We love you, but
I realize you guys can't hear our stream host, but he got it fixed up, so thank you, Jay.
Yes, thank you, Jay.
yeah. Thank you, Jay. Awesome.
Okay, so with us in the room, are we just like there? Is there one door into this room?
There's a couple of other doors, but they're just the other ends of the offices.
Okay, so we can put together which door he's about to come through.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna put your tiger over there, I guess?
All right. But like, we're here to do a job. Oh, right. Cool
Yeah,
stuff. Never
think-
mind.
I think we're gonna have to
Um,
fight him. We got this though, right? We got this.
We'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not
Yeah.
like there's only two. Oh, there's only. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. The door opens. The guy in the green cloak comes through. Excuse me? What are you doing here?
Hello. Hello. We're from the Adventurers Guild, and we're here to investigate the missing cars. What are you doing here, sir?
Well, I had a meeting with a friend of mine.
Is there any
Where I was helping him take care of some business, and we're getting ready to head home for the night.
Any particular
that's
reason
great.
that partner ran away?
You know, I don't really know. I think he just had to go check on one other thing on the other end and walk through their train cars, make sure everything was all right.
Well, great. I'm glad that you had a good meeting. We are conducting an official investigation though, so can I just get your name, please?
Yes. Yeah, my name is Derark.
Vibe check.
So we got the guys.
Hang on a second.
Hey,
You-
Luana, please don't turn off your camera again next time. If you have to leave again, it messes with stuff. But yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no,
I'm
I just
so
nat
sorry.
one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Total 4.
Yeah, his Derark seems totally fine.
How do you
He's
spell
not.
that?
Okay. And can I just get what vendor you're with?
Yes. I mean, I'm not really with any particular vendors, but
Okay, then what contractor do you run through? I mean, presumably you're managing freight here in the warehouse. So what freight are you running, or what group are you with?
well, I'm working with one of the livestock shipping companies here.
Okay, which one?
Through Verdant Pastures livestock company.
Okay.
Okay. Do I recognize that from the ledgers we went through at all?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. Okay.
It's the suspicious
Oh.
one.
Oh, that's great. Actually, you could help us out a lot, really. That's the one that we're kind of investigating at the moment. Do you have time to answer a few questions?
No, unfortunately, I really do need to be going.
Oh, one more thing, sort of as a civil service, since we are adventurers, I guess. There's it's really dangerous outside right now. There were some undead earlier, and like it's really crazy. You might not want to go outside yet. You should probably stay here with us for now. And then once our friends get back, we can make sure that everything's safe, because we wouldn't want a civilian like you getting hurt.
Oh, don't worry about me. I can handle myself just fine.
You see, like you said that, but also like that kind of reflects badly on us if you can't. So like,
I know Colt vibe checked him, but can I do it too?
you're not there.
You're
We're
not
not
here.
with
Oh, I'm
You're
not there.
not there,
So sorry, I just came in. My bad.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, you and Zazriel are up on the train trying to track down the guy in silver. So yeah.
Yeah, and then Kaiser will kind of step in front of one of the exits because he said there's a lot to this room, so just blocking off one of them.
Okay.
Look, I just because this is like an actual investigation, and there was like an actual like, do you know what undead are? You know, like where they're where like something has died and then magic reanimates them. You know, like a skeleton that walks.
Yes.
We had just had some try and kill us just outside the upper floor door, and it's like not safe. So like we really like as adventurers, we have to keep you here until we can ensure that it's safe.
I really don't think that's how it works, but
Who the hell are you to say? Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. I. I said sorry. Okay. Look, but honestly, what in the bloody hell would you know about adventuring? But this is our jobs, and this is what we're going to do. And if you don't like it, it's just what's going to happen.
Well, if you insist, I will stay here and allow you to protect me. Although I have dealt with my fair share of monsters, and I've done my own
Oh, really? What kind?
fair share of adventures. Oh, I've dealt with a few undead. I've dealt with some like beasts in the past. I spent a couple of years as an adventurer myself. I fought in the last war. Dealt with some.
Wow, that's
rather
really cool.
magical.
You know, do you know a lot about like beasts? Like, I think wolves are really common. Can you tell me some more about that? And she's gonna start asking him questions and just trying to just like occupy him and keep him here while they sort out whatever they're trying to sort out.
Perfect. And he'll start recounting some of his war stories and talk a little bit about some of the lycanthropes and such that he's encountered in the past.
Cool.
Balin.
I was just gonna ask if I know, because I know you probably already said this lore before, and I've been trying to look through my notes to find it. But when was the last war?
Last war was
About 100 years ago?
no,
No,
it
it's
started
longer.
100 years ago.
Oh, it started 100
It
years ago.
ended very recently. I think within the past 6 to 8 years.
Right.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
Okay.
So yeah, it's fairly recent,
And that
but
was between-
also that it was a war between almost every nation. Almost every nation was involved in some way or another.
Which side? This is for okay. Elves. And whatever he was fighting for.
Elves are on the west side. You humans, not. I mean, they're humans in what? Not in every
Do
single
I
country.
hate his guts because he was fighting against my people?
You do not hate his guts because he. Well, you don't know if he was fighting against your people or not.
Okay. Cool.
Oh
Okay,
no.
so I'll just sit and passive aggressively listen to his war stories, just kind of on edge, waiting for him to say something triggering.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna cut back over to Corvina and Zazriel. You guys are on top of the train car looking for our guy, Cletus. You don't see him, and as you continue investigating from the top of the train, you still do not see him. But you, Corvina, with your high hunter's passive perception, hear something like footsteps from the train below.
I quickly jump down and like get my bow and arrow like ready to shoot at whatever.
So you are in between two of the train cars. And the door opens just barely. And as it slides open, you see a silver uniform. You see Cletus poke his, like, kind of peek through the door, see you, and hastily try to shut it again.
Can I just like try to grab like the door?
Yeah. Make me a strength check Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Should I even try? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be
What did you get?
Muted.
Still muted.
11.
Okay. Guess what? He rolled a nat 1.
Yes! Yes! I got
You
you
grab the door,
20.
you slide it open, and he just, yeah, what,
Sure.
what's going on?
So it's out. I'm just like, okay, stop running. Sick and tired of chasing people. Stop.
I just kind of call down to Corvina. Did you get him?
Yeah, over here, and I yell like louder.
I kind of like.
In
I
Inferno.
jump off. I jump down.
Okay.
Okay, okay, calm down.
We can see him, right?
Yeah, you can see him.
Is he like a nervous wreck? Is that what's happening?
He is kind of, he's nervous.
Bet.
He's like, what? Can you not point that thing at me?
I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
swords away.
Does he have to do anything?
I'm just about to double check that.
I think if it wants to resist,
Okay.
you can choose to fail.
Where is it? I should look this up before. Oh, okay. You attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people in a 20-foot radius. They must make a charisma saving throw. Or a creature can choose to fail this if they wish.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of resists it, but it's just a 12.
Nice.
Corvina got a 19.
So, all right. So, Zazro he's just gonna open up his arms, and there's just like this warm, radiant glow just starts happening, and it just emanates from my body. We don't mean you any harm. Please, calm down.
Okay, thank you. What's wrong? Can I help you with anything?
Yes. Train stuff. What have you been doing?
Well, I've kind of been doing my rounds, making sure that things are squared away for the night, making sure there's nothing going on. Yeah, that's.
Can I vibe check him?
Yes, you can.
Vibe check.
Oh, 19 plus 8.
Yeah, he's lying. There's obviously something else going on.
Okay. I like grab my two
obviously
short.
a war in say.
I get my 2 short swords and I just like when like Anakin's about to like cut off the head of Dooku.
What? What? Sorry, I'm just.
How stupid do you think I look?
It would be wise to tell my friend the truth.
Well,
I'm running out of patience.
Fine. Look, if you want to know, you should check the back wall.
You're coming with us.
Okay.
Get up.
And he
Gets
complacently.
I hold his arm like in his like back. I just did like the thing, and I just hold him there, and I started like going to the back wall with him.
And at this point, he's like super calm about it too. Like, this just his body's just feeling just real nice and just
real nice and calm while being threatened with a sword.
You know,
it's just completely normal situation. It's totally fine.
Just a Monday night.
Normal Tuesday.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, normal Tuesday night. Anyway, So you start walking up the train, and he leads you to take some steps down. You get off of these connected train cars, and you're at the back of the room. With that, do you say or do anything to let the other people know what's going on?
Oh, I
The
I
door
look.
can be
Do-
open.
Do we know that they got the other guy?
I don't know. It seemed as if he was heading right toward them. So,
We didn't hear a scream, and we told them if they needed help, they would scream.
and I think we should hold to that. If they need us,
They'll scream.
they're capable. They can handle themselves. If they need us, they'll call. Let's
Very well.
just continue.
Okay, yeah. And I just like keep going.
Okay.
Cool.
So we're gonna head.
So-
I'm gonna check the door.
Yeah. No, so yeah, you're at the back wall, and it's earthen. There's stone, and obviously there's stacks of crates and other materials lying around for storage purposes and such. Cletus points out a section where the back wall is like clear of any of that stuff, and it's the same spot where you saw him and the guy in the green cloak standing before.
Alright, I hold out to Zaz. I'm just like, okay, wait. What's wrong with that? Like, what is the? And I tell Cleus, I'm just like, what's the trick here?
It's and it's hard to explain, but he goes over and he puts his hand on the wall, touches it, and pushes a little bit. A small stone square just moves in, and a door slides open.
I pull him back immediately, and like I grab the sword, and I just like, okay, what's in that room?
Probably what you're looking for.
Are there any little small stones or anything like that around? Like kind of on the ground. Like kind of on the ground.
There's a couple of small ones on the ground, yeah.
Zazriel's just gonna lean down. He's gonna pick one of them up. He's gonna cast light on it and throw it into the door, just to kind of act as a little light, just to kind of see what's in there, just before we step in there, just to make sure you know.
Yeah.
No traps or anything.
So, okay, there's light in the hallway now, and look, it. What can I say? Here, it probably would just be better for me to show you. And he moves his hand and touches another stone. And there's a deep rumbling that happens. And the wall in the middle of the room breaks open and begins to slide, revealing a big arch large enough for one of these train cars. And as you look down, it takes you a second, but you begin to see the hidden indents of conductor stones leading into, and conductor stones being the things that make up the lightning rail leading into this tunnel.
Okay, so I pull him back, starts to throw. So what exactly you're doing here? So you're just stealing the carts or like putting carts back? What for?
Stealing? No, I was not stealing.
Then where do all the missing items go? The missing carts.
The thing is, they never really were missing. Look, if you just look inside, you'll see.
All right.
You go,
so
I'll hold him.
Zazriel's gonna start walking in.
Careful.
Also, Bowen and or Spira, cut back to you. The door was left open, so you could see and hear the tunnel
Rumbling.
opening.
Oh,
Yeah.
What in the?
I actually think that is a perfect segue. We can continue this later, but sounds like there's some things going on. How about the three of us go check on that, since that's probably, let me see here, it's probably your business, let's be fair. And and let's all go and check on that.
Well, if you insist.
I mean, I'm sure you're curious too now, right?
I insist. I insist.
Also,
Yeah.
she insists, and she has that as a pet, so, you know, she likes to be a little scary. It's okay.
Well, you two seem to be quite in charge here, so I will follow along. I do admit I'm quite curious to see what's going on.
Okay, so like out of game, I feel like I know who this is, but is there like identifying marks on this person as? Is the cloak green? Like,
The cloak is green like the claws.
yeah, okay. Just double checking.
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
It just clicked.
Yup.
Yeah. So if
Took that long enough.
I think our best bet, just because we don't want to lose track of anybody, that we should just all kind of join up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you, Catherine?
Yeah, that was a plan. I just yeah.
You go and you see me holding it like a sword through the guy's throat.
Why are you?
Hi.
Well, long story.
We found the guy.
This tunnel here is apparently where these missing carts are going.
Do we know why?
All those missing carts.
See, I asked him why. He just said like just go there and see it for himself. Like that's not a real answer.
Stuff with the mustache twirling. It's scary.
Well, you guys should have seen my mustache a few months ago. Ooh. That was some
Right.
good twirling material anyway.
So I would be careful going there. I don't know what's inside.
Is it lit? Is it dark?
It is lit. It's darker than the current underground warehouse that you're in, but yeah,
All right.
it-
I look at
a little dimmer.
the guy in green, and it's just like I don't know how much this guy matters to you, but just in case he does matter something to you, if you don't tell me what's going on right now, I'll just.
I'm not sure that
Whoa.
threats.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
there's no need to be so blatant. That's
Convena, do you
Are-
remember what we talked about earlier?
Carvina.
there's nothing going on here. This is not my business.
Can I vibe check
Hold on,
him now?
stupid Cloak.
Vibe check him.
Can I assist that vibe check?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you advantage on that
Thank you. Ooh, I needed that.
because you're the one that, depending on the result, will end up pulling the trigger, as you say.
So that's a 14.
Okay.
Don't tell me you passed.
Vibe check.
So I contested it with a deception roll, and it was a nat 20. So yeah,
Okay.
passes the vibe check.
Chip was the sort of way.
However, I just let you in on some meta knowledge. So yeah, great job there, Chaz. Great job. Anyway,
So she takes her sword away, and she's just like, fine. It's just usually this is the most effective way of getting information. So what's going on there?
Yes.
Well,
it's-
Actually, this is actually perfectly convenient. I know you said it's none of your business, but it is actually Verdant Pastures cars that tend to go missing. So if you're looking for, if you care at all about that lost stock that sort of disappears and reappears at the wrong timings, this is probably connected to our investigation and is almost definitely part of that. So I'd like to argue that it kind of is your business.
Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention for y'all. This is Cletus. Say hi.
Hi, Cletus. Do you have a last name, Cletus?
Yeah.
Chat.
Wait.
Strawberry.
So I remember, but this is Bowen saying things with purpose, like out loud, like to the group. Oh right, is that the one with the? Is that the one with the kobolds told us about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, 4 kobolds in the trench coat.
Yeah. 4.
Yeah.
Which,
talking about
by
that.
the way, you might want to give raises to Drakbum, Roth, and I can't read my own handwriting.
Pendle.
Pendle.
Yes.
I'm gonna put a. You might want to give them raises. They said they were kind of struggling.
And they try very hard to keep their secrets, I can assure you.
Yeah,
Don't
they
let
were.
them shake.
They
and
were
a
just
little
doing their
shake
job.
here.
We're
Yeah,
just
a little-
super efficient.
Yeah, a little
Purvina,
shake here, a little
you-
magic there.
Purvina, out of the corner of your eye, you see a small expression pass over Derark's face, and Cletus is just like really like just nervous and like just
Do you need to sit down? Do you need water? Sit down, and I just like push him down. Okay.
just on the ground. That's fine.
So, tunnel thing. Does anyone want to go there? I can volunteer to go. I have pretty good dark vision.
I mean, don't we all?
I as well. Yes.
Fair, but mine's 90 feet, so. Because gloom stalker.
True.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess we're exploring into the secret room.
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
feel. I don't trust
And
leaving
then
them
the
here by
secret tunnel?
themselves.
The secret tunnel, if you will.
I can take care of them. I'll be responsible, not kill them.
Okay, inside of the tunnel, you move through the shadowy darkness, but you see inside of this room another wide open space. It's smaller than the warehouse, but there is a train car sitting in the middle of the room. Total, this space is probably 100 feet long, 50 feet wide. So yeah, it doesn't have much space for anything other than a couple of train cars put back to back. There's only one right now. There's a workshop area at the back of the room, and there's torches, magical torches, that glow a deep orange and blue through the room.
Can we tell how it would have gotten in here? Is there an elevator on the ceiling, tunnel entrance?
Yeah, it's big enough to get in there through the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm, fancy.
I'm just gonna look back at Cletus and Dark and say, so what is the purpose of this then? Of these carts going missing and then suddenly more appearing?
I can't tell you. I just
All right. Well, I
Do you
mean, if
really
you were
wanna go
trying
with
to keep it a secret, you shouldn't have written it down. I mean, honestly, you should keep your secrets a little bit more than behind one lock. Or
I mean,
that found earlier.
Yeah. So, I know you probably, you know, because you're operating pretty complex and you're professional. You're keeping records and notes. So you want to explain this one? I'll hand off the the black folder that was like obviously a ledger but encoded.
Arvina just laughs.
I mean, like, once it a lockpicks and your luck was gone. I mean, like, at least try it a little harder next time, honestly.
Fine, you.
The cat is out of the bag, as the
There's a cat?
kids would say. No.
Oh.
Metaphorically.
Right. Okay.
Well, if anything, I guess I'll. You found me out. Yes. I have been moving the cars in here and handling shipments for the Emerald Claw.
Well, I mean, yeah, if I in the cloak.
No, this is Cletus talking.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Oh, bruh.
Okay.
I look at the rest of the party and I'm just like, so we know they're the bad guys, yeah. I'm not gonna
So I would say furtive business people.
Okay, not gonna kill them yet. I will
So-
wait until you guys say okay.
Derek starts talking. So tell me, boy, what did this, or why don't you enlighten all of us? What is this business about that you have been helping with?
Wait, who's talking to who?
Derek is talking to Cletus.
Ooh.
Here we go. Muting my mic.
Why don't you tell us about why you are going behind your business's back, risking your life possibly to further the cause of a secret organization that believes in the glory of Karnath. Why don't you tell us about your failure to keep a secret and a failure to keep things moving? And he's approaching him, and he draws a knife from his belt.
I'm gonna say
Heat metal
no.
on the handle of the knife, please.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Oh, okay.
Cat burns his hand. Do
No.
it, do it.
Oh,
okay,
actually, no,
sorry, I gotta
wait.
get my spell
Sorry,
book. I gotta figure out what kind of save that is.
No, I'm not going to
Oh
cast
my
Hold
gosh.
Person. Sorry. I'm going to cast, actually, Command.
Okay.
So it's first level slot instead of my last second.
Y'all don't stop him from killing him. Just saying.
So
What kind of save is it?
So command
Command is a
Con
wisdom save.
Oh,
wisdom
right.
save,
Heat metal is a con save, otherwise he drops his weapon.
Okay.
So
So maybe heat metal before
I
command.
would say
yeah.
command first, and then if he doesn't oblige.
Oh, command first? Sorry.
Okay. Wisdom. That is a 13 wisdom save.
Ha ha ha! Mine's 14. Baz is gonna. His eyes are just gonna kind of glow for a second. Drop.
Okay, he drops the knife.
I get my two short swords, like again, Anakin Dooku, like decapitation stance. I'm ready. Y'all, I just look at you guys and just like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. He's just here, in case. So
I would like to pick up the knife, please.
Okay, you pick up the knife.
Cool.
All right. So before, hold on. Yeah. So let's pause on the stabbing, okay? I think we can probably talk this out. Sounds like there's some business going on here. Putting two and two together, you're probably, I don't know, which one of you is the author of this ledger? Probably Cletus here. and you're running the last of the shipments for the Emerald Claw through this rail yard. But judging by the kind of spellcasting happened, I don't know about you guys. Do you think Cletus here can cast spells? He doesn't seem like that kind of person. We know that this guy here is kind of he's got lots of adventure stories, so I'd say he's probably responsible for the undead outside. I think it's pretty safe to put together that this guy here is just an agent for the Emerald Crawl, working as a liaison for Cletus here, who's doing the footwork to, I don't know, manipulate the transport of goods.
Yeah, Orspira, we kind of gathered that.
So, okay, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm putting my swords away. So okay, what are we doing now? So there, he's doing okay.
He
you
dropped the weapon.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna kind of get in between them and then look at the man who tried to rush him with a knife and like pick up his knife and kind of twirl in front of me like, I mean, I agree that he did it so sloppily, but like, that's a bit extreme even for our standards.
And
Yeah.
that is why you will never understand our purposes.
Well, I mean, it's not like we've been given the chance.
Can we arrest them? Is that a thing in this world? Do we arrest people?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing in this world. You could
Oh.
very well arrest them.
Fantastic. Can I first like pat them down and see if they have like anything of like value on them, like loot, but still
Okay.
alive? Just I'm just no. Wait. I am
okay.
just taking off their weapons, and if they have like anything that can give us clues to, I am not doing this for me. Calm down. That's I'm just
Okay.
trying to find more clues. I just pat
You're
them
looking for
down.
clues on these guys. They are disarmed. Up Derark's sleeve, you find sleeves. You find another knife, and you take a broadsword off of him. He's also wearing some light armor, and under his tunic line, shirt line, you find a necklace with an emerald claw on it.
Snatch.
You
Oh,
snatch
fuck it.
that. Now, before I continue, what are the rest of you doing?
I was gonna say I'm gonna take a quick peek behind us and kind of check out the car, the train car, and just kind of is the car door open?
Yes.
I'm
it is.
I'm gonna just peer inside and see what I can find.
Okay. Inside, you see a desk. You see some crates. You see a couple of black velvet couches inside. Now, Orspira and Bowen, what are you doing at this point?
I was gonna kind of realizing that they're a little bit too calm right now after being caught. Like look at the man whose name I know is probably not what he said it is. And say, so when are the others getting here?
Orspira, what are you doing? He will answer you, Bowen, but in a second.
Or Spira is just gonna kind of grab a little bit of rope out of her backpack and put together a set of like basically handcuffs, like the little loops that you can tighten to like tie someone's hands behind their back. And she's a little less intimidated by Cletus, so she's gonna go over to Cletus and like tie his hands behind his back.
Okay, perfect. You do that. And as you're tying Cletus's hands behind his back, he's kneeling on the ground. And as well as Derark, he's kneeling on the ground too. And
Oh, nice.
he smiles at Bowen and says, "Count the shadows."
I'm sorry, what?
Frick, there's somebody else here. Frick.
Oh
Make perception checks, everyone.
I don't like that. That is a thing that I do not like. That's a big nope.
Oh, I did good. 16.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta find my.
Nothing goes unnoticed by me, I swear.
15.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Okay. Balin, Derark, and Cletus have two distinct shadows. You look down at your feet. You have your normal shadow flickering in the light of the dim lanterns, and there is a more solid dark shadow connected to your feet. This goes for Orospira and for Corvina. Zazriel, you do not notice any shadows. You're still standing, like at the doorway of the train car, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Colt.
Is it okay? So as soon as Orospira sees this, she drops what she's doing and casts light on herself. So she theoretically sheds 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light. So she would theoretically have no shadow.
You still have a shadow.
So as that happens, two short swords, they're laid down. I just put them like in the like.
Before you do that, Corvina, you all are getting attacked
Crap.
in a
Okay.
surprise round. As your bonus shadows rise up from the ground in a dark, sinister form over your head and shoulders, and two arm-like parts of the shadow grasp your shoulders, and you feel, well, depending on whether or not they hit, we'll see about that. But you feel
I'm
this
stress
shadowy
eating.
presence.
This is so scary. Oh my
Oh.
god.
So excited. I'm so excited. Oh my
Okay.
I'm so excited too, but at the same
god.
time.
So excited. I'm
I
scared.
really am stress eating.
So for Corvina, you feel the shadowy presence in you being used to the dark and the shadowy places. You are able to step out of the way as this figure tries to ensnare you. Then I'm going to have Orospira. Your light surprises the shadow and it backs away from you, not initiating an attack of opportunity because this is a surprise.
Sure.
But then, for Bowen and Zazriel,
Here we
the
go.
arms
Here we go.
connect with your body, and you feel death and despair flood through you.
Is this necrotic?
This is indeed necrotic.
I'm resistant to it.
Okay, okay, good. So you don't feel as much, but you still feel pretty terrible.
Just notice that this fear and just this despair and just like this evilness kind of try to grasp over my body. What
Okay,
is this?
you both take. Oop, I need.
Oh no.
Okay, Zazriel, that is going to be 4 total necrotic damage.
Okay, so
For
that's already
you.
that's halved.
8 for me.
Yeah, that's already halved. And then for Bowen, you're taking 8 necrotic damage.
Finally, my necrotic resistance comes in.
Then, on top of that, Zazriel, your strength score is reduced by 4.
Okay, I mean I don't really use my strength anyway, but okay.
Oh,
So
what's
I
it-
have
that now?
so like reduced by 4, so like
Yeah, it's
It-
reduced by 4.
not the modifier, but the
The big
total
number.
score,
The
right?
score, yeah.
Okay, so I'm at 6.
Okay. Bowen. Oh, that's. Bowen, yours is reduced by 3.
I'm at 8.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's reduced by 4, right?
Yeah, reduced by 4.
Okay.
All right. Everyone roll initiative.
Right.
Time.
This would be
I
Yay.
semi-
got dementored. That's what happened.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
Ooh.
Evil cackling from
Yes,
the DM is
ma'am.
never good.
Yes, ma'am. All right, let's go.
Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna have some dice to roll right here. That one's cocked. Okay.
I'm just gonna wait till he asks. Never mind.
Okay, cool. Anybody higher than oh shoot, actually. Sorry. Anyone higher than a 21?
Me,
Okay.
I got a 28.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
I love that.
What is your initiative?
Well, Gloomstalkers get a bonus to their initiative
yeah, so
because they're
basically-
ambushers.
I can add my
Mhm.
wisdom, which is +5, and on my initiative, which is +4, and I got a 19.
Nice. Okay. So this is gonna be really interesting to deal with. Anybody else higher than a 21? Okay, good, awesome. And that one, and then what's my next number? 20s or 20 and 19?
Dirty 20.
Okay, cool. All right. Then that's going to be that one. Ugh, maps, man. I wish I had a map.
On the map, on the map.
Cool deal. Then we go down 19 through 10.
10.
Okay.
16.
Okay. And that's the crew, isn't it? Okay, cool. So that's going to be and then
Just realized I'm probably first initiative, so I probably should plan my round.
yeah.
Would be a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, make sure as we're going through this to plan your rounds as much as you can, and it's going to be really interesting. All right. Then, with this, Corvina, it's your go.
Would I be able to identify what kind of thing is it? Like, it's not. Never mind. That's a dumb question. It's probably not. Never mind. So, bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Because there's only one shadow, right? Or is it like multiple shadows?
Yeah, so there's one shadow behind you, behind Zazriel, behind Bowen, behind Orispira.
So it's multiple shadows. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the one behind, that was behind me.
Perfect.
Then I'm gonna jump to get it, to make sure I'm with for long range stuff.
Okay.
Which I get 40 speed on my first turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then first attack on the one behind me.
Okay.
Then another attack on who failed. It was Dylan and Kat who failed.
Yep.
Yeah, and then my other 2 attacks on them.
Okay. Cool. Roll it.
I suppose another
And-
D20.
And just pro tip, as you guys are rolling for your attacks, go ahead and roll your damage too, so then I can help save some time.
So.
Oh, that's a laugh I recognize.
I got a nat 20, and I think that one I made sure was for Bowen. So, that's in total. It's a 29.
Ooh, yeah. Roll damage.
All right. Then the other one is a what's that? 17 to hit.
Yep, that will hit.
Awesome. Then the other one is gonna be a 16 to hit.
Yep, that will hit as well.
Am I doing math right? That doesn't sound right. Sorry. 15 to hit.
15 to hit.
Yes.
Yep, that'll hit too.
Fantastic. Okay. So crits. How was it?
Max one die, then add a die roll.
Okay. So 8 plus 8 plus 4.
20.
20.
I
Love that.
I love Rangers so much.
20 damage total outright.
Yes, that was for cats.
Can we get GG's in chat, by the way, for that
GG.
nat 20 and that 20 straight damage from like one hit?
2020.
I was gonna say it's 2020, y'all. You beat me to it.
So with one my extra attack, you also add another d8 to the damage. Isn't the shadow still alive?
So you're doing 28 damage to the shadow?
Yes.
How do you take this thing out?
So, as I see like trying to do something with Bowen, I just go no sir, and just one arrow through. Yeah, like right next to like Cat's head. But it like perfectly aims so it doesn't hit you. Okay, so for
Shadow's gone.
the one for Dylan, I'm gonna use my extra d8 on that.
Okay.
Okay, 7 plus 4. Oof, don't know what that is. Plus 4.
7
15.
plus 4 is
15.
11, plus 4 is 15.
There we go, 15 damage to the one for Dylan. And then one for me, which is just a d8. Oh, okay, 8.
8. Okay. Nice. All right.
Everyone, I hear someone talk trash about Rangers.
So the one behind Zazriel almost goes down, but it's still clinging to life-ish.
Completely forgot. The one behind me has the hunter's mark, so you add some damage to that.
Okay, yeah. How much damage?
I'm so sorry.
Wailing on them. Jeez. You're gonna put Beckham to shame.
Like you have like all of the
Seriously.
arrows in
Right.
one hand, just like.
Okay, that's just a 2. Another 2 for that.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. Still there.
Awesome. All right, that's
Still
it.
there. Okay. What happens next is that shadow comes back to get you, and it attacks.
Can I just ask, like, what are we seeing? Like, originally they were just kind of like, shadows, like melted into the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Are-
Now they're full, like they are shadows come to life.
Okay.
Like
There's,
not
like, these
exactly as
ghostly forms?
corporeal. Yeah, they're kind of ghostly
like-
forms, but they're dark. They're shadow. They are shadows selves, I
They're
guess.
just, like-
Okay.
They're not corporeal like Dementors.
Right, but there's like a form.
there's a slight form.
They
like
went from
a traditional.
But they're three-dimensional. They're not stuck to the
Yeah.
I was gonna say they went from 2D to 3D.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Somebody
They-
grabbed the corner and
upgrades,
dragged them up.
people. Upgrades.
Okay,
Upgrades.
cool.
Yeah.
Remember, paper has 6 sides.
Yeah.
So it goes to attack, and Corvina, I know a 12 does not hit. But then another shadow rises from the side of the floor and attacks you. And misses.
Yes. Untouchable.
Zazriel, it's your go.
Okay, so there are 3 shadows left still.
There's now there's actually 4 shadows.
There are 4 shadows. Okay.
Yeah.
And spacing wise, I know I'm a little bit.
Spacing wise, you guys are kind of all over the room. Are you asking about Turn Undead?
I might.
Okay. You'll be able to hit 3 of them.
Okay. I'll do that. So I'll I'll say a little prayer again. Arawe, I need your assistance one more time, please. Lend me your strength. And I start, my pendant starts glowing, and I just, back to where you came from. And do that. So,
They all fail.
bless. Are they all gone? Do I vanquish? Do I make them disappear?
Yeah.
Yes.
They three of them disappear.
So as I
The crowd control on this bus.
so
is
Zazro just he opens up his arms as his pendant just lets out this woof, and it's like this wave of light that just pushes over all of them as it just kind of like makes them like sink back almost into the ground as the shadow just vanishes.
Okay.
Uh,
So that means the one behind Orspira is gone, and the two that were attacking Corvina
yeah, they're Corvina are
wait,
gone, right?
yeah.
So there's one behind me.
Yeah, there was one behind you,
And
there was one behind Orspira, and then one of the one that originally appeared behind Corvina is now gone.
okay, so the one that's behind me.
No,
That
so
one's
there's just
gone
one
too.
more.
Oh, that
there's
one's
just
gone
one
too.
by Corvina
So who's
now.
left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who still has like a shadow on them?
There's still one more next to Corvina.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon
Oh.
to make it appear right in front of it. So again, this giant flailing morning star appears and gets a hit. So that is 15 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Oh my god.
Yes. Okay, hold on a sec. So that is 1
2 rounds, you guys. 2 rounds. That's all it took.
Shadows.
Flare.
Shadows.
Counting the surprise round, I
Shadows
haven't even
8, nothing
gone.
but tricks and hoes. So that is 8 damage of radiant. No, sorry, force damage.
Of force. Okay. Cool deal. It's still there.
Okay, that's all right. So that ends my turn then.
Awesome. Or Spirit, it's your go.
So Orspira, like seeing all this happen, like looks at her staff. She's like, I can do that too, but okay. And points at the remaining shadow, and her staff lights up as she throws a guiding bolt at it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is a 16 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
That is double checking the damage isn't bonused in any way. Sorry, I just thought of that. Guiding bolt. No, okay. That's 11 radiant damage.
Okay. As you hit it with guiding bolts, it burns the edges of the shadow, and it slowly begins shrinking away at first until it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller and poofs out.
I was so
But you're not out of the woods yet.
Okay. So still an initiative, yes.
Yeah, still an initiative.
Okay.
That's gonna end my turn.
Perfect.
So that means my spiritual weapon is still up.
Balin, it is your turn.
Cool. So all the shadows that I can see are gone.
You can still see 2 dark shadows behind your prisoners.
Kill them.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So fairy fire. See, that was my plan originally.
Okay.
so let me flavor this real quick. So Balin is still like feeling cold and death surrounding her from the last thing, and then there was an arrow swooshing past her hair, and it was gone, and she's still kind of terrified. So she like takes off like her ring, which is basically just a nut, and starts messing with it, and does like the most comforting spell that she knows, which is fairy fire. So basically, her ring throws like a little ball of light towards them, and then a 20-foot cube around our prisoners and their shadows, theoretically, because I'm pretty sure they were close to each other. And they all need to make con saves.
Fairy
Dex
Fire's
save.
Con
con?
save?
I thought it was
Dex.
Dex. Yeah,
That
okay.
was Dex.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. One of the shadows, I'm just going to straight up say the prisoners are immediately outlined in whatever color light you so choose. One of the shadows, perfect, becomes three-dimensional, is still on the ground, and it is outlined in pink light. The other one saves.
Okay. Yeah, mine's 15, so it's probably
Don't you get an
Yeah.
advantage whenever they have fire, like fairy fire?
Okay. So each object creature affected sheds 10 feet of dim light. They affected creature has okay, sorry. They cannot benefit from being invisible, and people have advantage on attacks rolls against it.
Yes. All I needed
But
to
it's
know.
also like, it's concentration. So yeah.
Alright.
Nice.
Cool.
'Kay,
And
cool.
then bonus action.
Okay.
Dog is going to attempt to run up and bite a shadow, I guess.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Dog.
I keep calling it a dog. It's a tiger.
Yeah.
And you know what Balon's gonna Balon? I've been waiting to say this for so long. She's
Sick
going
'em.
to cast the thing and feel like slightly better about herself, and be like, "Go get him, tiger."
There it is.
Love it. Love that.
I should have this memorized, but I don't. Okay, 10 plus 7 to hit. It's a 17 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Great. And then I already rolled it with it because you told me to. Plus
Yep.
5 is 11. 11 force
Okay.
damage from tiger.
Perfect. Let's see. So that one's gonna be. You said 11 force damage?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. It gets hit, and it rises from the ground again, moved, and passes through the gaps between your prisoners, and moves toward to attack you. Does Kaiser get a attack of opportunity?
That's up to you.
Like-
I mean, like it was in the melee range and then it left, but like it's also a
Yeah.
construct, so like it's up to you DM wise. I don't remember what you ruled earlier, so
Yeah. Make an attack of opportunity.
cool. And is this one of the ones that's very outlined, or is this
This
the one
has
that's safe?
fairy fire. Yep.
Cool. Advantage.
Grab second D20.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, so full dice. Okay, so full 8
Love that dice.
plus the one that I rolled with the advantage dice. So, and I rolled really good. So one of them was a natural 20. So I'm doing natural 20 math. Give me a minute.
Okay. You know what? Like, just take it out.
It's just like
Doesn't
okay,
have
8
enough to withstand a crit.
plus. Well, it's only the crit from the tiger, so it's only like there's 8 plus 5 plus 5, so it's 18 force damage.
Yep. That's enough.
Cool. So like this terrifying shadow starts coming towards me, and Kaiser's just like, nope. And you grabs it and yanks it back, and it.
Perfect.
Love it. Love that.
Very nice. Then, oh, okay. Then the other one that did save gets up and attacks you. Moves towards you and attacks you.
Cool. Well, yeah. Well, it used its reaction. So, yep.
Okay. That is definitely going to hit. So,
Can I ask the number?
yeah, it rolled a straight up 19 and for a total of 23.
Shit. Never mind. Sorry, words. I remember.
You're fine. Okay. So, you take you're going to take 8 necrotic damage and your strength score is reduced by 3.
Okay. So at what point does strength score like affect things? Because I'm at 5 now.
So that should give you a negative modifier, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like a -3 at that point. Or
Yes.
just
9
Okay.
and 8, 7 and 6.
9 and 8 are -1, 7
5
and 6
4.
Yeah.
-2, yeah. So you have a
9, 7,
-3 to your strength.
Okay.
And that would go for strength attacks.
If you're wondering about like being
But I use my
physically like
intelligence to hit. So.
if you're
know,
worried
that's
about like for example like the weight of the things that you're carrying or whatever, it's
Scared I'm gonna
generally
really pass out. Like.
yeah, no, that's not really a thing. The things
Yeah.
like you should be fine.
Okay. Cool.
Should.
Bowen is looking very rough. Very rough.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
We got you.
Rufina's gonna
Mhm.
jump into action. Again.
I mean, yeah, you're describing its turn. It's not even my turn. I can't. Yeah. How does it? Is it another one of those cold attacks?
Yeah, it's necrotic
Okay.
damage.
So like she'll like kind of drop the ring that she was using to cast Fairy Fire, and like pulled into herself. I'm gonna roll a concentration check because
Sounds
Fairy Fire
good.
is concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it work again?
It's a con save.
Uh-huh.
Concentration 5e.
5 14.
Okay.
So
Which is more than the damage I took, so I should be fine.
yeah, I think that's it. It's against
Yeah.
the damage you took. Yeah.
Damage
Yeah.
you took or 10, whichever is higher.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, you would save then.
Okay.
So you still have your fairy fire. Then one more shadow moves around the corner. Around the corner of the train. And attacks Zazriel.
Oh no.
Okay.
For
It's okay, everyone. He's
16.
resistant.
That hits.
Okay.
It's all good. They're dealing necrotic damage, I think, so we should be fine.
So that is 7 necrotic damage. Have that, but I'm gonna round up to 4, and your strength score is reduced by 2.
Okay.
Corvina, it's back to you.
So there's 2. Or
There's
only
3.
1. There's 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's still one next to you. There's one next to Zazriel. There's one next to Bowen.
Is there any that like it's within 5 feet of each other? Like with the one
How
next to me and
Did
Zaz.
you?
I think like
Yeah.
me and Zaz we were close together. So would those 2 be like next to each other?
They wouldn't be. I'm gonna say they're not 5 feet next to each other,
Oh,
or within
okay.
5 feet.
So Zaz seems to be doing fine. So I'm gonna focus the one in front of me, next to me, and the one with Bowen once again. So with Hunter's Mark, before like the enemy dies, I can use another bonus action to change it to like another creature. So I'm gonna
Okay.
use it in the one next to Bowen.
Okay. Cool.
Got you. Okay. 19 and 21.
To hit, yeah,
Yep.
those both hit.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, the one next to Bowen, say that was the purple one. Okay. So for the one next to Bowen, it takes 9 piercing, and
Okay.
the one next to me takes only 6.
Okay, cool. That it?
And well, because I'm like doing long range, I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna stay here. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's it.
Awesome. Nice. The one next to you comes back to you and attacks.
Out of curiosity, nothing has kind of moved in and out of my spiritual weapon. Has it? Because like my spiritual weapon is still up. No. Okay. Just
no.
double checking.
Yeah, except for the one that died.
The one that died, so that it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Just checking.
Corvina, that's a 22 to hit.
Oh.
So that is going to be 7 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 2.
That's fine. I can
Everything
take
is
it.
fine.
Because I use Dex, so
Yay.
It's true.
I use wisdom, so my strength is already 10, and now it's at 4.
I use my cure wounds soon. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, Zazriel, it is your go.
All right. So
It's probably what
as a bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon in range of one of these things, because I just kind of forgot what they were for a hot second.
Yeah,
Um,
you can totally get in range of
all
one of
right.
them.
You said these are like spirit, or these are shadow things again?
Yep.
Or okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna move it to one of them. I guess whatever's closest to it.
Okay, the one, because originally you cast it towards the one that was next to Bowen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, there's another one next to Bowen still, so that's the closest one.
All right, so it's gonna swipe at that one.
Okay.
That is going to be dirty 20.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
All right, so that's not the best damage. 5 force damage.
Awesome. Cool deal.
And you said there was one behind me, or like near
Yep.
me.
There's one behind you, and there's one behind Corvina.
I'm gonna turn to the one that's near me, and I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Now it is right up next to you. So, and I realize I haven't been doing this with other ranged attacks, but correct me if I'm wrong, when you're making ranged attacks at close range, it's a disadvantage, right?
That's why I've been like saying that, like I've been jumping like backwards to make sure it was out your range.
Then I'm not going to target that one. I'm going to target the one I just hit with my my Morning Star then.
Okay.
As Azrael feels he can take the thing that's near him. He can keep taking a bit of damage. So he's just going to help out his friend, as he knows Bowen is hurting a little bit. So Guiding Bolt, the one that's near Bowen. Where is it? I just had it. There it is. So I make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Ooh. That is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So that was first level, and I do 1, 2, 3, and 4. 46, 3, 12 radiant damage.
All right. Take it out.
Yes. So Zazriel's just gonna kind of clench his hand for a second, and then just kind of, as it starts glowing, he's just gonna pretty much whip one. Get away from her! As I cast Guiding Bolt, and just, and it bursts. it hits right in the center of the shadow as it just kind of makes a giant gaping hole, and the rest of the shadow just starts.
That was for Bowen, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, I would like to point out that Bowen is going from terrified to feeling warm to terrified to feeling warm to terrified.
This radiant energy is just kind of exploded and whipped right by you. It's just this kind of like familiar warmth sensation.
Bowen, it is down to you.
I was just having a heat stroke.
There's 2 left. One next to Zazriel, one next to Corvina.
Okay, and they're both kind of far away because they were using range stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
About 30 feet away.
Okay.
So Kaiser
So-
can attack.
Yeah, Kaiser. Okay, we'll start
Take care of
there.
yourself.
We'll start with Kaiser. They'll run up and try to bite a shadow, I guess.
Mm,
Okay. Oh, well, that's north of 20 because it's +7, so cool. Hit and then
Perfect.
+5. I have it memorized now. Here we go. So that's 13 damage. 13 force damage from Kaiser on the shadow, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds because on
yes,
myself.
you need to take care of that.
'Cause I'm not doing too good. That's a
Okay.
D8. Okay. So I'm at 10 hit points now. I was at
Okay.
2. I was at 2. I'm not anymore. Yeah. So I'll have Kaiser run up and bite it. That's all I got. Cool.
Nice. Okay. The one next to Zazriel or the one next to Corvina?
Whichever one was closer, probably Corvina.
Yeah, Corvina, I'd say. I think.
Yeah, Corvina would be kind of closer. So, cool. All right, Kaiser moves in, attacks this thing, wrestles with the shadow a little bit, and yeah, good solid hit. Good solid hit. All right, but it is still there. So, next is the shadow on Zazriel.
Okay,
And it
bring
goes to attack.
Okay, bring it on.
That is
I-
a dirty 20.
Okay. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Okay. Total, that is a 7 again. Rounding up to
4 damage.
Yep, 4 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 3.
The numbers keep shifting. -2, -3, -4.
It's almost like they're being rolled for. Or
I
something.
wonder. Oh yeah.
I wonder.
So
What?
that was by 3.
Yep, that was by 3. So you're
Guys,
down
I'm
to
at
2 strength.
I'm at 1 strength.
Ooh.
Oh.
First it was 4 to 6, and then 2, so 6 to 4, and then now 3, so 4 to 1. Zazriel at this point is like his knees are like wobbling, having a hard time standing upright.
Okay. Colt or Aspira, you had something?
Yeah, well, I've just had a question. Are you going to be handling anything with now that Dylan's strength is at 1? Like, is that going to cause any effects?
I mean, yeah, with strength being that low.
Yeah, because generally the amount of things that you can have on your person that you can lift or carry is your strength modifier times 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And so if your strength is 10, that's 150 pounds and everything is fine.
Yeah. But if your strength modifier is 1, you can really only deal with 15 pounds of stuff. So
In other words, Zaz is just going to kind of drop to his knees.
Oh Lord.
However the
Yeah.
DM wants to handle this.
And I'm going to say that I'm going to treat it as if you
Okay.
have,
Prone.
I'm not super familiar with all the levels of exhaustion, but Like,
so level 1, I have
yeah.
disadvantage on pretty much any of my
Ability.
checks.
yeah, you'll definitely have disadvantage.
Dang.
I'm gonna say, like, you're basically on death's door, and everything that you can do is nerfed. Any concentration that you have at this point, I'm gonna say, is broken.
Luckily, spiritual weapon is not concentration.
Yeah, and any any checks, any rolls are gonna be a disadvantage. Like, things are not looking good for you. You are feeling despair, even though you're
just
typically resistant.
just know I still have 17 hit points, technically, but and also I chose to save another person's life over my own.
You know what to do with you too, so I might die. Just give me a second.
So, for those of you binging the Arcane Adventures and just watching them like as VODs, take a shot every time Zazrael goes down.
No, do not. You're gonna have
Please
alcoholism by
do.
the end of it.
Okay, Corvina, it is back to you.
Okay. See, I
Oh,
was gonna do
boy.
something completely different, but then Zaz going down.
Forever squishy.
That's not gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Okay. So I shall. The one that was next to Bowen that died had my hunter's mark. So once again, bonus action, and there's one focused on me and focused on Zazriel.
Yep.
Okay, so hunter's mark to the one focused on Zazriel.
Okay.
And please, a nat 20 would be really nice right now.
Please.
So close. It was a 19.
Oh.
Okay.
All of
Oh,
the
Like-
one that was in Fairy Fire died, right? Like, there's no more shadows in Fairy Fire. It's just the hostages.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, yeah, they both hit. The other one was a 17 to hit.
Yep, they both hit.
Fantastic. Come on, D8s and an extra D6 for Zaz. Wow, this sucks. Okay. So 10 for the one that was focused on me, and 11 for the one focused on Zazriel. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go use my full speed, my 30 speed, and as I see like Zazriel falling down, I'm just gonna be like right next to him and like just take whatever hit is meant to him and just like draw the attention to me instead of him.
Okay. Cool. Cool deal.
Because I can take it. Kind of. I'll get there.
Okay. Sounds good. Zazriel, it's your turn.
Okay, so, oh boy, what's this? So is it still near me?
Yeah, it's right on top of you.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna use one of my 3rd level spells and
Okay.
cast Spirit Guardians. So
Okay.
what that does is I summon an angelic spirit because I am good. A spectral form appears, and in a 15-foot, they flit around me to a 15 feet for the duration. When I cast a spell, I can designate any number of creatures I can see to be unaffected by it. So I'm going to choose my allies. And
Okay. Here's the question: is it concentration?
oh crap, it is.
Okay. Yeah, you won't be able to.
I mean,
still
if
have
it's just
con,
just
but-
for one turn, right?
For one round, and I'm gonna say, I hate to nerf a 3rd
No,
level
all-
spell, but
All good.
I'm gonna say you're only gonna be able to summon one guardian.
So here's the thing. It's basically it's just like a spirit to kind of it's a 15-foot radius, so it's just like this
Right.
glowing energy.
Okay.
So basically, what it does is any creature an affected creature speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was thinking
Yeah.
spirit guardian.
No.
So,
It
Cool.
yeah. it's called spirit guardians, but it doesn't act as like an actual guardian. It's just more like an aura that I'm emitting that takes
Okay.
the form of like an angelic. It's an angelic form.
Okay.
So pretty much this spirit, it's a woman, and she resembles a beautiful kind of half elf woman. She kind of has this crown of like hay almost in her hair, very beautifully done up. And she kind of looks down at the shadow. So the shadow now has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let me see. Nice. 14.
Okay. It succeeds because 14's my save, but it still takes half on a success.
Okay.
So that is one. Let's see, 2 and 3. Ooh. So half of 16 is 8. 8 radiant damage.
Okay. The angelic and radiant light dissolves the shadow.
So as Zaz is casting his spell, he kind of looks up. Arawe, I need you now, more than ever. Please. And this just angelic form that I described, as she looks down, and just her eyes start glowing, as she just raises up a hand, and just this beam just kind of shoots out, dissolving the shadow.
Nice.
And then,
Cool. Or Spira.
Okay, so what's left?
So there is one shadow left on Corvina.
Okay. In terms of damage wise, like health, on a scale of a damaged bloody corpse on the floor to happy and healthy, like Bowen, are you still hurt?
I healed myself up a bit. I'll be okay.
Okay, and Zazriel, you're weak in strength.
yes,
Are you
I'm
wounded?
a very sleepy boy. I'm half good.
Okay. I think looking around without having like magical weapons or anything, or Spirit kind of figures the best way she can be helpful is to just be running around healing people. So she's going to kind of dodge and weave over to where Zazriel is sitting, and cast Cure Wounds. Let's just go again at second level.
Yeah.
That's 6 + 3, 9 HP back to you.
Thank you.
And then she's going to kind of just use the rest of her movement to kind of back safely against a wall so she's not like directly in harm's way but can still get to people.
Hey, did you include the bonus to that, or did you just roll the dice?
I included my wisdom bonus to that.
Yes.
Just double checking.
Yes, thank you.
I love that.
That ends my turn.
Bowen, your go.
Oh, okay. I thought it'd be down. Okay, cool. All right. Well, starting with Tiger. Again. I love my Tiger. Holy cow. Okay, it's 19 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, cool. And
I think
then
it has a mad +7 bonus.
I know it's just in the stat block. It's just there. 10 force damage.
Okay.
Shadow from that, and then okay. So okay.
How does Kaiza take it out?
Okay.
Yes.
So Kaizo will like kind of look back at me, like seeing me kind of collapsed and like strength gone and like all sad and cold, and like whimper a little bit, and I'll nod at her, and then she'll turn around, and the tiger is near Corvina and Zazriel, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So it'll kind of go in between them and pounce through the shadow as it dissolves.
Nice.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Cool.
Congratulations. You have survived the shadows.
Oh my
Can we
God.
kill them now? So, after that, I go down to Zazriel and I'm just like, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I just
Are you
very
gonna
weak.
die? Are you gonna die in the next few minutes?
No, I'll be okay.
Okay,
I need to close my eyes and just
rest.
rest a little bit.
Yes, please. I'm gonna go get my 2 short swords, going back to the guys, like, put my 2 short swords up to their neck, and I'm just like, what was that? And no funny tricks this time, because I'm not gonna hesitate to decapitate you right here, right now.
Well, you certainly did well. Better than some of the other adventurers we've seen come through here. Look. When you mess with the Emerald Claw, that's what you face sometimes. You face the shadows, you face the undead, you face the dark.
I turn him around and punch him in the nose. Try to
I
break
was-
his nose. Yeah, I just turn him around and just.
I can. Like, this is loud, so like everyone can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
everybody can hear this.
Zaz is gonna try to just kind of muster up a little bit of strength as he's just gonna kind of sit up because he's almost like laying on the ground. So he's gonna kind of prop himself up with his arms, his forearms, as best he can, and he'll just kind of say, "We will never stop fighting the shadows. We will bring you down if it's the last thing we do."
I mean, what are you even trying to accomplish? Like, you're just running. Like, what was the bloody point of all this in the beginning? What?
Well,
It's,
you see, if you look inside the train, you'll find that there's something there for you.
You all can go check. I'm gonna make sure these bastards don't leave.
Orsphere is going to take Zazriel and kind of like by the shoulders, kind of help him, and just kind of if she can't, I mean she's tall, but she's not exactly beefy. She's gonna kind of take you over to like a wall or a corner and like prop you up, if that's if that just kind of makes things easier. But if that's more comfortable for you, she might like set you down against the wall.
I'll just kind of. I will be okay. I think I need to sit. So he's just gonna kind of sit against the wall with the
Okay.
wall propping his back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Kaiser to come to me because my strength is
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
And just kind of like lean on her a little bit as we walk. But then as I go, I'll be like, well, this is probably a trap. Does anybody want to come with me?
I need to
I
make
would
sure
love to, but
I'm in good health. I'll go with you.
I'm in good health too. I just don't want to leave these 2 alone.
It's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Be careful, you 2, please. We don't need any casualties.
seriously.
Corvina,
Yeah.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
God.
no.
As Derark says to you, no. Go look at the letter for you. What'd you get?
A natural 20.
No way.
15 plus 5 of wisdom. Let's
Dirty
go.
20.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So you saved.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Who are you to tell me what to do? And I just like bash his head like against the floor once again.
Okay. He slumps. He's out.
Good.
Meanwhile, your boy Cletus is just so freaked out, so nervous.
Don't mess with magic. And you're just gonna go to the authorities. If you try to do anything funny like he did, okay, I can just kill you right here, right now.
No issue, no worries,
Good.
nothing.
Stay. And I'm just gonna like sit in like on top of the guy who was like doing magic and just like make sure he doesn't move.
Okay,
Great.
I think
cool.
this is the most magic I've used up in a session to date.
I've got
So
one
these-
spell slot at each level right
Oh,
now.
I've got 2, 1, and 2.
I've guessed 2 things.
Okay,
All right.
so
Going towards the desk, leaning on Kaiser.
okay, so it is on the train.
Yeah.
That's when you said there was a desk
Yeah.
inside the thing.
Yep, there's a desk inside the train. Perfect. And that is Bowen, Kaiza, Zazriel, and Orspira? Or is Orspira with Zazriel against the wall?
No, Orsphere is gonna go check out the thing.
Okay, cool.
But is Zazriel coming? I thought he was against the wall.
Yeah.
I'm sitting against the wall. I'm propped up.
Okay.
I can't move. I'm kind of stuck right now. I don't have the energy or the strength to move.
Right.
Okay. So those who get on the train, you see a letter, just plain parchment sitting there for you on the desk with a green wax seal and a very familiar emerald claw emblem in the seal.
Orsphere. Sorry, go
is-
finish.
Yeah. On the letter, there are a few names listed. To Bowen, Zazriel, Orspira, Newt, and I feel like and Orion. Do you open the letter?
Can I have Kaiser go up and like claw like a letter opener, like the seal, please, just for
Mhm.
flavor, like just for
Absolutely.
flavor. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
I would also
As you-
take the time to kind of pay attention to the handwriting, if that makes any sense, so that in the future,
Yeah.
if I need to recognize it, I can.
Funny as you say that, you do recognize this handwriting.
Oh
In fact, it looks. You recognize it. You think back on it.
Do you want
And
me to
it
make a history check?
is the same handwriting that appeared in a certain black book detailing the movements of another underground operation.
The notebook from the.
The letter reads this: From the Reaver,
Oh,
dear adventurers, congratulations on earning my personal attention. Do make yourselves comfortable. You've earned that much. But a few of you deserve to become a part of something much greater. Be prepared to choose how you'll be involved.
Oh no.
My associates will explain more on your arrival. Sincerely, the Reaver.
Man.
For those of you on the train, the door closes.
Do I hear this?
Yes. Yes, you hear it.
Okay, I look at the guy just like, don't move, and I run out. And I look at Zaz and make sure he's like, okay, he's alive. I just like,
I be careful.
I go to the train, I try to break the window.
The conducting stones hum into life, and the train begins to hover and move automatically.
I look around it and I try to find anything that's like conducting the energy to it.
I mean, there's the stones underneath the train. It is moving fairly slowly. I mean, and it starts moving through the tunnel into the main warehouse.
I jump on the like on the train. I tried to break the window, and I just keep like banging on them, like inside for them to do the same.
Okay.
There's a window? I thought it was just a
It's
train
a train,
car.
right?
Wait, is it a passenger
Like a-
train or is it like a freight?
Oh, there
It's
is
like a
window.
train car. There's no windows.
Yeah.
So I tried to jam the door open. I like get my sword short and he tried to use it as a crowbar and just.
It is reinforced
Oh no.
metal.
Wait.
no.
Spells.
I know, I literally just glanced through all my prepared spells and I don't have
Oh my god.
levitation today. I can't.
Yeah,
Wait.
I don't.
So,
No.
Corvina,
Zaz is just watching this all happen.
I.
Can't do anything.
Here's the thing. I have this spell. But
Okay,
you
I'm
yeah,
Okay.
go
see
ahead,
how
Chess.
this works. Okay. Three green bolts, little darts, appear in the air and hit you
Who?
for, where's my other D3 or D4? For a total of 3, 5, 11 force damage.
I'm still up but offended.
Can I? Okay, when I hear you, like, do you cry out at all because of the?
Yeah, I do. I'm just like,
Okay.
get out of there!
To
And
cut
for
out the
those
other
in
two,
the
we'll be
train,
fine.
You
Stop.
heard the door shut. You feel things moving. You hear Corvina slamming on the door. Things are in motion.
Okay, I want to yell out, like, try to like get Karina to hear me, and tell her that
I'm gonna
Zaz.
cast thaumaturgy to amplify her voice.
Perfect.
take care of Zazriel. You're getting hurt. We'll be fine.
I try one more time to like jam open like the door.
Okay, make a strength check for that.
Do I still have like the -2 for strength?
Yeah, you do. You can't recover that until after a
That's fine. So
That's
After
a
a long
rest.
rest.
a 13, what is that? Like a
11.
Oh, like
Like-
ooh, I see.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. A 13 as like as my when you say
It's
minus
a plus. It's a -2 to the base number.
yeah,
Yes,
that's what
yes.
I said.
Original.
So like minor like now it's 13. So what is
Okay.
like the plus for that?
One.
13 is 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a whole 4. So that's 12 that's 16. for
Okay.
strength.
16, you start to get the external locking mechanism to budge a little bit, but now you're in the main hangar of the trains. Things have moved around since you were in there the first time, and as this train car moves onto the platform, it begins rising up.
Okay, I let go and I try to like get back to Zaz.
Okay?
I run to Zazriel and I'm just like, we need to leave now.
Yes, we must.
Put arm around shoulder kind of deal, and I try
Yeah,
like
just
my
gonna kinda-
hardest to run as fast as I can towards the train.
You just towards us.
Yeah, towards where you guys are going to.
We-
Okay.
We know where they're going. It's going back up to the train station. We should go back. The other way.
Corvina, by the time it takes you to get Zazriel to go to him, get him back, and help him up the stairs,
Wait,
the train
where's
has
the
moved.
guy?
Yeah, the guys are there.
I'm gonna
still.
ask the other. Okay. I asked the guy who with the unicorn stuff. I'm like, how strong are you?
Average.
Can you pick the guy up? No one, and I point to the guy on the floor.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Yeah.
You follow me, and if you do anything out of step, anything I don't tell you to do, I will kill you on sight. Do you understand me?
All right. Together.
I'm just too weak to fight her on it. Just gotta let her
Yeah.
be as brutal as she needs.
He carries the guy, and together you slowly make your way up the stairs into the upper hangar, but this train is gone. You walk outside, running after it. You see it in the distance, but it is gaining speed as it gets attached to a small type of engine.
I have
And
I have the real world map memorized. Can I tell which way they're going?
yeah, they're going south
Of course they are.
to Passage. And that
Yep, that's where
is
it's gonna
where
end.
we're gonna end our session.
I love you, Chaz, but I hate you.
I know.
Oh man.
I'm so sorry. I'm playing someone else's character, and I just got them scooped into a train car. Like, but you know.
All right. Well, thank you.
I thank you all. I promise. Things are
I
gonna
would like
get
to point
epic.
out that I yelled at her to go away, and that we would be fine. I'm at 10 HP and 5 strength.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, Cat.
It was already
What?
not going well. All right, so we can talk about all the stuff later, but we should finish up here.
Yep. Thank you, everyone who has stuck around in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here on a Tuesday night. Hope you all had a blast, and hope you're ready for some major action in the next couple of weeks.
I'm
Because,
in shock.
as I like to say, things are gonna get spicy. Oh man, you guys don't even know the kind of Cajun chili I'm cooking up right now. Like, oh man.
Oh
I
god.
already told you.
Nacho
I don't.
chilies, some ghost peppers maybe
I don't-
being thrown in there. Like, it's gonna be
Alright.
good.
I
I'm
told you. I
totally-
don't think my
Alright.
whiteness can handle this.
Okay.
All right. So once again, everybody, we've been the Arcane Adventurers. Please check out our social tags that have been linked. And if you missed most of the session, you can watch the VOD in the next couple of days. Come back Sunday for another one shot. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. And